Welcome back. Sorry, because due to some technical issues, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हुई थी। अभी हम वापस से हमने कम बैक किया है। एज हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि हम फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल पॉजिटिविटी इन पर्सनालिटी के लिए हम डॉक्टर छाया मैम को हम इनवाइट करना चाहते हैं हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस रेजिलियंस स्ट्रैटेजीज एंड सेल्फ केयर के लिए। सो मैम, वेलकम यू इन दिस लाइव प्लेटफॉर्म।
Thank you so much, Soumya ma'am. And yes, here we are assembled. And as my name is Dr. Chaya Gupta, I'm in academics and I'm working as a psychologist and as a counselor, right? So yes, today we are going to discuss about a very important part of our life, that is practice self-care and strategies to be resilient. Both are very important spheres of one's life. So, practice self care. First, I think we need to understand what exactly the self is, who we are, who am I, what are my abilities, the perceived self, the social self, and many other facets of life. So, before talking about that, how we can improve ourselves, how we can care ourselves, first we need to focus on this part, that how we perceive ourselves in a positive way or in a negative way. So, self is something which is not only related with understanding about abilities, but it is beyond that. So, there are this section of people who definitely define themselves in terms of personality. Some people, they defined self in terms of interest, passion, hobbies, and there is a set of people who perceive themselves, or they define, they interpret self in terms of actions, the doing part. So we have these three broad sections through which we can categorize the set of people. Okay, so the very important section of psychology or branch of psychology, which is the personality psychology, where the self is defined in terms of whole unit, including characteristics, personality traits, attributes, consciousness. So right, सेल्फ जब हम बात करते हैं, जब हम खुद की बात करते हैं कि हम हैं क्या, तो हमें ये जानने की जरूरत है कि हम सम ऑफ पार्ट्स नहीं हैं, हम मिला करके एक चीज नहीं है, एक होल है, होलिस्टिक पार्ट है सेल्फ, जिसमें सारी चीजें हो करके हम कोई बिहेवियर करते हैं या हमारे बिहेवियर डिटरमाइन होते हैं, रेगुलेट होते हैं. तो इसमें आपके व्यूज भी आते हैं, बिलीफ सिस्टम भी है आपका सेल्फ, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस भी हैं जो आपने लर्न किया है, जो थ्रू आउट आपके इंटरेक्शंस थे, आपने जैसे इंटरेक्ट किया है लोगों के साथ, आपकी फीलिंग्स, इमोशंस, आप क्या करना चाहते हो, आप क्या कर चुके हो, आप कहाँ से बिलोंग करते हो, आपका रिलीजन, योर क्रीड, your community background, everything is a part of your personality. So we cannot say that personality trait is yourself. We cannot say that what we do is a part of yourself, right? So the meaning of the self here, one definition I have taken, which is given by Carl Jung, a very famous psychologist in the field of psychology, who believed that self is gradually develops through the process known as individuation. So according to how he defined the self, how he perceived the self, is actually a journey, a kind of process which is known as individuation. And what exactly the individuation is, where an individual becomes a unique person. Uniqueness is one of the very important part of psychology and a very important dimension of self. हम जब कहते हैं कि हम हैं क्या, तो जब आप अपने आप को डिफाइन करते हो, तो डिफिनीशन में, आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग में, आपके अंदर जो यूनिकनेस पार्ट है, आप क्रिएटिव हो, आप आपके अंदर डिफरेंट टैलेंट्स हैं, आपके डिफरेंट एबिलिटीज हैं, आपके डिफरेंट एप्टीट्यूड्स हैं, यू हैव डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट्स. सो डेफिनेटली यू आर अ यूनिक पर्सन. When you become a unique person, that is the individuation, which is a very important part of the self. How I am different from others, how I perceive myself, which is different from others. Okay, which includes your conscious and unconscious selves. Conscious self, sometimes uh, people they have a misunderstanding कि कॉन्शियस और अनकॉन्शियस है क्या. तो कॉन्शियस सेल्फ इज समथिंग विच इज more towards the awareness part, the intentions, what you are doing, you are aware of that, what you are feeling, you are aware of that. आप जानते हो कि आप क्या फील कर रहे हो, आप जानते हो कि आपके इमोशंस क्या हैं. when something at a conscious level, that is something which is at the awareness level, which is a part of the conscious state. Unconscious, yes, we have the part of the self which we don't know, or we doesn't want to know, we doesn't want to share with others. हमारे सेल्फ के बहुत सारे ऐसे भी फेसेट्स हैं, ऐसे भी डायमेंशंस हैं जहां पर हम बहुत सारी चीजें लोगों से शेयर नहीं करना चाहते हैं, या कुछ ऐसे गिल्ट फैक्टर है, या कोई रिग्रेट है, या कोई नेगेटिव इमोशन है जो हम शायद किसी से शेयर नहीं कर सकते हैं या करना नहीं चाहते हैं. उसका रीजन क्या है? हम डरते हैं. हमें ऐसा फील होता है कि शायद अगर हम कोई बात बोलेंगे तो सामने वाला या तो समझ नहीं पाएगा या हमें उसे जज करेगा. तो लेकिन वो है तो आपके सेल्फ का ही पार्ट. ठीक है, तो हमारा सेल्फ जो है वो कॉन्शियस और अनकॉन्शियस दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन का एक आउटकम है. ठीक है, हम जो फील कर रहे हैं, हम जो कर रहे हैं, जो हमें पता है, जो नहीं भी पता है, वो भी हमारे बिहेवियर को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है. करेक्ट. जो हम सिगमंड फ्रॉइड की बात करते हैं कि सिगमंड फ्रॉइड इस बात को बिलीव करते हैं कि हमारा बिहेवियर डिटर्मिनिस्टिक होता है, हमारा बिहेवियर पूर्व निर्धारित होता है कि हम क्या करेंगे, और वो कहाँ से निर्धारित होता है? जो हमारे पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं, जो हमें शायद कॉन्शियस लेवल पर नहीं पता है, लेकिन वो हमारे अनकॉन्शियस स्टेट पे कहीं ना कहीं असेंबल्ड हैं, स्टोर्ड हैं, जो हमारे बिहेवियर, हमारे एक्शंस को रेगुलेट करते हैं. करेक्ट. सो सेल्फ इज बोथ कॉन्शियस एंड अनकॉन्शियस. नाउ सेल्फ केयर को अगर हम जस्ट में डिफाइन करें, when we define the self care in a very summarized form, that is looking after yourself. See, when you know about your negative qualities, when you know about your positive strengths, when you know about your abilities, only then you can look after yourself. Okay, you can enhance, you can grow. Okay, but growing aspect कब आएगा? जब आपको पता होगा कि आप हो क्या, कहां पर लूप होल्स हैं, कहां पर वर्क करने की जरूरत है, कहां पर आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं, आप क्या अच्छा काम कर सकते हो, कहां पर आपको ज्यादा इंप्रूवमेंट की जरूरत है. तो वो आप तभी कर सकते हो जब आप इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करो, जब आप लुक विद इन करो, आप अंदर झांक के देखो कि आप में है क्या, आप हो क्या. ठीक है, तो इट इज मोर देन नोइंग वन सेल्फ. It is more than known part. Suppose if I ask you that, what do you know about yourself? It's a very common question. So generally people answer this question in terms of physical self or in terms of abilities only. But our self is more than that. Our self has a dimension of spirituality. Our self has a dimension of health. Our self has the dimension of relationships. करेक्ट. फिजिकल तो है ही, साथ में ये सारे डिमेंशंस भी आपके इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप अपना वर्क कैसे कर रहे हो, आपके अंदर स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्वेश्चन कितना ज्यादा है. राइट. आपके गोल्स क्या हैं, आपके साइकोलॉजिकल सेल्फ क्या है, ये सारी डायमेंशंस आपके सेल्फ को डिफाइन भी करते हैं और सेल्फ केयर की तरफ इंडिकेट भी करते हैं. तो self care is something which is based on intentional activities, and these intentional activities are for the growth, not for the deterioration. ठीक है, जो आपका लैकिंग पॉइंट है आप उसको ओवरकम करते हो, आपके जो फेल्योर्स हैं आप उनसे लर्न करते हो, एंड देन यू ग्रो. ओके, self-care activities. See, we must have heard lot of activities that through this activity we can improve ourselves, and n number of activities are there. I have the list of few positive activities through which definitely you can care of yourself. Or caring of yourself, that means you are trying to improve yourself, and you know about that where improvement is required. Okay, so every time, suppose if you have studied or somewhere you have heard the term self actualization. Self actualization is something which talks about how much you have explored yourself, how much you have utilized the energy, the uh, the potentials you have. Correct. So if you are mindful, if you know what you are doing, if you are aware about what you are doing, only then you can grow yourself. Okay, so intention is there. You know what your feelings, you know what are your actions, and accordingly um, you are trying to improve yourself. Correct. So mindfulness is something which is a very very positive activity for the self care, through which you can explore yourself, and you can expand yourself. आप जिस चीज को ज्यादा यूज करते हो वही चीज आपकी इंक्रीज होती है. अगर आप पॉजिटिविटी को यूज करोगे, आप पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशंस यूज करोगे, इफ यू एवरी टाइम इफ यू आर सेइंग दैट yes, I can do it, I can do it, I have to do it, I have the potential, and I will do it. So if you are using these kind of affirmations frequently, okay, frequency is very high for this affirmation, so definitely you would be able to achieve success, you would be able to achieve the set target, set goals. Correct. सो माइंडफुलनेस का मतलब सिर्फ इतना है कि आप एक्टिवली उस चीज को एफर्ट कर रहे हो, आप अवेयर हो कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, किस चीज के लिए कर रहे हो, आपका पर्पस क्या है. करेक्ट. Journaling is basically, people have a tendency to write whatever they do in a whole day, they write in a diary. Okay, so every time it is very very important, and it is this activity has a good outcome when you write journals means you can write your thought without any judgment, you can write affirmations, you can write positive quotes, you can write a number of things, your expectations from your life, your dreams. You can also write you can also write a list of things for you are grateful. Okay, so journaling is something which is a very very good exercise for self care. Okay, positive affirmations, not only the positive statement, but positive affirmations is like you are trying to execute the positive ideas, positive beliefs about yourself. For example, just now I have mentioned that suppose if you have this idea, if you have this belief that yes, I can do it, and life is a part, positive and negative outcome is a part of life. If you have these kind of statements, these kind of beliefs, so definitely this kind of attitude will help you to understand the adversities in a better manner. ठीक है. जब आप पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशंस देते हो, आप कुछ अच्छा बोलते रहते हो, और जो आपकी एनर्जी है वही चैनलाइज होती है, तो आप अपनी सेल्फ की तरफ ज्यादा इंक्लाइंड होते हो. और जब आप खुद की केयर करते हो तो आप दूसरों की भी केयर करना स्टार्ट कर देते हो. इट इज जस्ट अ ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ energy from one person to another. If you have positive thing, definitely you will transfer the positive thing. If you have negative, how you will transfer the positive? करेक्ट. सो जब आप पॉजिटिव रहोगे तभी तो आप पॉजिटिविटी शेयर करोगे. जब आप नेगेटिव हो तो आप नेगेटिव ही शेयर करोगे. ठीक है. तो दिस थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर सेल्फ केयर. ग्रेटिट्यूड एक्सरसाइज. Every time, whenever one person is doing something good for you, pay gratitude, being thankful for everything you have, for everything you do for others and for self as well. सो एप्रिसिएशन देना खुद को भी बहुत जरूरी है और दूसरों को तो बहुत जरूरी है ही. लेकिन हर चीज पहले खुद से शुरुआत होती है, तभी आप दूसरों को देते हो. तो अगर ग्रेटिट्यूड की भी बात है तो जस्ट बी thankful for everything. You have a good life, you have good friends, you have good family, you have many good things. ओके. तो अगर आप एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते हो तो यू राइट दिस थिंग. ठीक है. आप बहुत सारी चीजों के लिए ग्रेटफुल हो सकते हो. यू हैव अ बेस्ट एजुकेशन, यू डोंट हैव एनी डिजीज. इस चीज के लिए भी आप ग्रेटिट्यूड पे कर सकते हो. करेक्ट. Body sensations, body somatic awareness. It simply means that you are aware about your body sensations. The more you are aware about it, the more you would be able to recover it. Okay. Reflection, self awareness. आप reflective exercises करिए. Journaling is one of them. आप gratitude करिए. That is a expressive exercise. ठीक है. तो रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ समथिंग विच यू आर फीलिंग, you are having a thought, so accordingly you reflect it. So self awareness, increase your self awareness. Spend time with yourself. Quality of time. Spend time with yourself doesn't mean कि आप बैठे हो और कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो. ये quality time नहीं है. Spending time with oneself, it means that you are trying to introspect yourself. You are trying to understand that why you have done a particular activity. You can channelize your energy. You can set plan. ठीक है. आप एक ड्राफ्ट कर सकते हो कि आप दिन भर में क्या एक्टिविटी करोगे. करेक्ट. आप अपने ड्रीम्स को अचीव करने के लिए, आपकी जो लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं, जो आपके डिजायर्स हैं, उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए आप क्या प्लान करोगे. ठीक है. तो वो सारी चीजें आप अपने साथ बैठ करके करोगे तो उसका इम्पैक्ट एक पॉजिटिव होता है. ठीक है. जब बात आती है सेल्फ केयर की तो हम हमेशा एक क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि इससे हमें मिलेगा क्या. हमारे पास हमेशा एक क्वेश्चन होता है किसी काम को करने से पहले, इससे होगा क्या. ठीक है. तो आई हैव few things to share with you that the benefits, the advantages of self care. जब आप खुद की केयर करते हो तो आप अपनी enjoyment को ज़्यादा increase कर रहे हो, आप अपनी happiness को increase कर रहे हो, आप अपने self को enrich कर रहे हो. ठीक है. आप अपनी एनर्जी को बेटर यूटिलाइज कर रहे हो. जब हमारे पास एनर्जी ज्यादा होती है, पॉजिटिव एनर्जी ज्यादा होती है, तो हम स्ट्रेसफुल इवेंट्स को बहुत अच्छे से हैंडल करते हैं. हम सर्कमस्टांसेस को बेटर इंटरप्रेट करते हैं, हम बेटर डिसीजंस ले पाते हैं और साथ ही साथ हमें रिग्रेट नहीं होता है क्योंकि हमने कॉन्शियसली अपने डिसीजन को लिया है एंड वी आर अकाउंटेबल फॉर आवर डिसीजंस. सपोज अगर हमें as career, if I want to pursue my career in engineering, suppose a person is okay, तो अगर वो पर्सन बाय फोर्स कुछ और ले लेता है तो कमिटमेंट लेवल कम होता है क्योंकि डिसीजन उसने नहीं लिया है, उसका इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं है. लेकिन अगर कोई पर्सन, कोई स्टूडेंट वो सब्जेक्ट ऑप्ट करता है जिसमें उसका इंटरेस्ट है, वो अपने सेल्फ को अंडरस्टैंड करता है, डिसीजन उसने लिया है, तो उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और बढ़ जाती है. ठीक है. जब आप केयर करते हो सेल्फ की तो आप स्मार्ट गोल सेट करते हो. जब आप स्मार्ट गोल सेट करते हो विच आर स्पेसिफिक, मेजरेबल, अटेनेबल, टाइम बाउंड एंड रियलिस्टिक. ओके. if you set smart goals, then you would be able to achieve your goals, because actions would be based on the set target. You can maintain positive connections with others, because if you care about yourself, you care for others too. Okay, so building relations are very easy, but maintaining the positive connections is very difficult. That you can do when you care about yourself. You can improve your mental health, well-being, social, mental, physical aspect of your life. Yes, definitely balanced state of mind will be there if you care about yourself. Consequences of poor self-care: if you don't care about yourself, these are the disadvantages of neglecting yourself. You would be frustrated, because frustration is always a cause of not able to achieve a goal. ठीक है, जब आप कुछ अचीव नहीं कर पाते हो तो आप बहुत इरिटेटेड होते हो, बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होते हो. ये जो नेगेटिव एनर्जी है, ये फर्दर स्टेप के लिए, फर्दर गोल के लिए भी नेगेटिव ही होती है. आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर पाते हो, पुअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन विल बी देयर, एंजाइटी इश्यूज विल बी देयर. yes, negative energy, pain, unrealistic goals, helplessness, hopelessness. You feel helpless and you don't ask for the help from others. Okay, low morale, guilt, shame, these kind of consequences you will found when there is poor self care. So on the basis of these points, definitely I'm sure that you would be able to understand that why self care is important. Now, when we are talking about the self care, another very important positive term which is very important term in terms of healthy life, purposeful life, and better connections: resilience. Resilience is something which is a very common term in society, but people have lack of knowledge that how we can build resilience. Although they know that what exactly the meaning of resilience, but they have no idea how we can build it and how we can sustain a good life. So resilience means the power of keep going, unstoppable journey, endless steps. Okay, positive energy, helpful mindset, rational beliefs. Correct? So resilience is something, not only a word, it includes many more things. What are the things that we will discuss? The very first thing, the meaning of resilience. Resilience is simple bounce back. Bounce back means when you have any kind of challenge, difficulty, how you cope up with it and how you bounce back in the adversity. It, you can also define in terms of how a person is able to interpret the situation cognitively. Correct? It also means that how a person is taking the challenge. The acceptance attitude is very important. Acceptance means we all know that life is blend of both positive and negative situations. But we have a tendency to accept the positive ones very easily. But many times we are unable to accept the negative one. Though unconsciously, subconsciously, we know that it is a life, but consciously we don't accept it. And we don't accept it, we don't do anything about the situation. And the orientation is problem oriented. ओके, तो हमें क्या करना है कि जब हम रेजिलियंस की बात कर रहे हैं तो हमें ये समझना है कि लाइफ का पार्ट है, And struggle is a part of life. We have to struggle, only then we can learn something from the life. आप कैसे अनफेवरेबल सिचुएशन को, जो आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है, आप उसको कैसे विजडम में कन्वर्ट करते हो, कैसे उस सिचुएशन में इंसाइट डेवलप करते हो, कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म करते हो अनफेवरेबल को फेवरेबल में, इट इज ऑल अ माइंड गेम. ओके, cognitively, how a person is trying to interpret the situation, that is very very important. आपके अंदर क्या प्रॉब्लम स्किल्स हैं, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स, हाउ यू आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम. इफ यू हैव अ solution oriented approach, definitely you would be able to find a solution. But if your orientation is problem, then you will have n number of problems. करेक्ट. सो जब आप प्रॉब्लम को फोकस करते हो तो आपको प्रॉब्लम ही प्रॉब्लम नजर आएगी, लेकिन जब आप सोल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड की तरफ अप्रोच करते हो तो आपको ऑल्टरनेटिव्स नजर आएंगे कि हम इस प्रॉब्लम का ये सोल्यूशन ऑप्ट कर सकते हैं. अब उस प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स में आप कौन सी अप्रोच यूज करते हो, दैट इज योर एबिलिटी and your competence and your decision. But yes, if there is a problem, there is a solution. Okay, so instead of giving up, you need to find a solution. Resilience will help us to adapt to the challenge and help us succeed as student. जब हम student life की बात करते हैं तो students they have n number of things to do. They have peer pressure, they have friend circle and many more, academic stress and examination anxiety and many more things. Okay, तो जब हम स्टूडेंट लाइफ की बात करते हैं, एकेडमिक्स की बात करते हैं और कैसे हम रेजिलियंस को बिल्ड करेंगे, साइकोलॉजिकल रेजिलियंस को कैसे बिल्ड करेंगे, वो बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. आप सिचुएशन में कैसे अडेप्ट कर रहे हो वो बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है. करेक्ट. सो हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स, अगर आप रेजिलिएंट नहीं हो तो हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा हो सकती हैं. वर्क प्लेस पे हो सकता है, आपकी पर्सनल लाइफ में हो सकता है, आपके रिलेशनशिप इश्यूज में हो सकता है. सो इट दिस कंपोनेंट बिकम्स वेरी वेरी रेलिवेंट, वेरी वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट फॉर द पर्सनल ग्रोथ एंड फॉर द प्रोफेशनल ग्रोथ एज वेल. Review of literature also shows that resilience is the result of individuals being able to interact with their environment. आप interact कैसे कर रहे हो, how you are interpreting the present environment, how you are interpreting the external stimuli. आप कैसे जो आपके आसपास की चीजें हैं उनको आप कैसे अप्रेज कर रहे हो, कैसे आप उनको मीनिंग फाइंड कर रहे हो, कैसे आप उनको all together you are trying to merge them and give a meaning to them. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि आपके सराउंडिंग में जो चीजें हैं उनका इंटरप्रिटेशन नेगेटिव है कि पॉजिटिव है. It is also the processes that either promote well-being or protect them against the overwhelming influence of risk factors. Resilience is not directly connected with the the protecting part, but it is also related with the growth point of view. ओके ऐसा नहीं है कि जब आपके सामने एडवर्सिटी आ रही है तभी आप बाउंस बैक कर रहे हो. इट इज दिस फिनोमिना, दिस कॉन्सेप्ट इज ऑल्सो कनेक्टेड विथ प्रमोटिंग वेलबींग, द क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ, द ओवरऑल मेंटल हेल्थ. ठीक है, तो माइंडफुलनेस, जब आप सेल्फ केयर की बात कर रहे थे तो वो आपका वहीं से स्टार्ट हो जाता है. सेल्फ केयर का एक और बेनिफिट है कि आप रेजिलिएंट हो जाते हो, आप बेटर डीलिंग, आपकी अडेप्टेबिलिटी बढ़ जाती है. ठीक है, आपके अंदर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ज्यादा बेटर डेवलप हो जाती है, जिससे आप अपने रिस्क फैक्टर्स को मिनिमाइज कर सकते हो या कंप्लीटली एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो. करेक्ट. American Psychological Association APA suggests 10 ways to build resilience. The first way, according to APA, is maintaining good relationships with close family members, friends, and others. When you are more connected with others, you can discuss your problem with them, you can connect with them, you can ask for the support, you can ask for the help. Okay. Second way है to avoid seeing crisis or stressful events as unbearable problems. When you feel that this is something unusual, when you feel that you can avoid the unbearable problems, seeing crisis or stressful events as unbearable problems, if you feel that it is something unusual, it is something which is not expected, okay, then it will lead to a lot of problems. To accept circumstances that cannot be changed. Yes, as I have mentioned, and it's very important part, to accept your challenges or try to um, try try to understand the present factors in the environment. Only then you can minimize the risk factors. तो जब आप circumstances को accept करते हो कि this is uncontrollable, when you consciously accept the circumstances, only then you can find the solutions. You can develop realistic goals and you can move towards it. Yes, smart goals, always set smart goals. Being a student, being a academic part of your life, in terms of setting goals, in terms of setting your future plans, it's very very important to set realistic goals which are definitely very specific to your personality and very attainable. You can attain those goals. To look for opportunities of self discovery after a struggle with loss. Loss of loved ones, loss of something, or having a fear of losing someone or something. Uh, you need to involve yourself in self disclosure, self discovery. Okay? So, developing self confidence. You can develop self confidence so that you can build resilience. Self confidence is a part of self care. The more you involve in the discovery of yourself, disclosure of yourself, the more you can develop the self confidence. आप जितना ज्यादा सेल्फ को जानने की कोशिश करोगे उतना ज्यादा आप सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करोगे. To keep a long term perspective and consider the stressful event in a broader context. Always have a broader perspective about something or someone. Um, just cognitively, you need to interpret the situation in a more logical way. You need to use cognitions and कंसिडर द स्ट्रेसफुल इवेंट इन अ ब्रॉडर कॉन्टेक्स्ट. आप उसमें क्या पॉजिटिव है उसको चेक करने की कोशिश करिए. ठीक है. और इंडियन फिलोसफी में भी वी हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ पर्सपेक्टिव दैट एवरी टाइम यू नीड टू फाइंड अ पॉजिटिव थिंग इन एनी सिचुएशन. When you have this outlook, when you have this perspective, when you have this kind of interpretation about adversity, uh, you can develop resilient for the future situations. To maintain a hopeful outlook, hope is very important. Positive mindset is very important, that at the end of the day everything will be positive. Expecting good things and visualizing what is wished. Yes, visualization is very important technique. What you really want in your life, just visualize it and you will get it. These are the these are the ways through which we can develop resilience. Now another thing is factors. Positive attitude. This one is the summarization of the previous slide. So factors, ways to build resilience. Positive attitude is very important. Hope is very important. Just be affirmative about things and situations. A rational belief is helpful. Just have a positive belief system, positive mindset. Emotional intelligence is very important. Emotion is a part of your personality, so definitely it is very very important to be uh, uh, it is very important to have a high emotional intelligence, so that you would be able to manage or control your emotions. Emotional maturity is very very important. Learn and grow from failure together. Failure is not a negative side of one's life. Failure is something where a person has the opportunity to learn and grow simultaneously. Empathetic towards self and others. Be empathetic towards yourself first and then for the others. हम जब एम्पैथी की बात करते हैं कि हम दूसरों को उसकी नज़र से देखें, पहले हमें खुद की नज़र को समझने की ज़रूरत है कि हम क्या सोचते हैं, हमारी क्या फीलिंग्स हैं, हमारी क्या एटीट्यूड्स हैं. जब हम खुद एम्पैथेटिक होते हैं, तब हम दूसरों के लिए भी नॉन जजमेंटल लेवल पर एम्पैथेटिक होते हैं कि ओके, ये उसका थॉट है, आई हैव टू एक्सेप्ट साइमल्टेनियसली, गिव द रिस्पेक्ट to that person without any judgment. Okay. Communicating effectively and listening actively. Empathetic and active listening is very very important when we are connecting with others. And also your communication should be very very effective. How you are communicating, what you are communicating is very important part of building resilience. Ability to change negative scripts. Negative scripts is a part of yourself, and that is definitely acquired, that we have learned through interactions, that we have learned through experiences, but we can change the negative scripts. कि बहुत सारे ऐसी स्क्रिप्ट्स होती हैं कि हम सुनते भी हैं और खुद हम वो इंटरनलाइज कर लेते हैं कि यस आई एम लाइक दिस ओनली. अगर मैंने बोला कि तुम अच्छे बच्चे नहीं हो, तो उस बच्चे ने फ्रीक्वेंटली इस बात को सुना और वो स्क्रिप्ट जो है उसके माइंड में सेट हो गई कि यस आई एम नॉट अ गुड चाइल्ड. ओके. रिफ्रेम स्ट्रगल्स एज अपॉर्चुनिटी टू ग्रो. स्ट्रगल्स आपकी लाइफ में जरूर आएंगे, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता कि कोई स्ट्रगल ना हो. आप उन स्ट्रगल्स को कैसे रिफ्रेम करते हो वो आपका डिसीजन है. आप उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी लेते हो कि आप उसको एज अ कर्स लेते हो, ये आपको डिसाइड करना है. अगर आप अपॉर्चुनिटी लोगे तो आप रेजिलियंस बिल्ड करोगे, अगर आप उसको एज अ कर्स लोगे तो आप रेजिलियंस बिल्ड नहीं कर पाओगे. सो यू नीड टू रिफ्रेम द स्ट्रगल पार्ट. फ्लेक्सिबल थिंकिंग स्किल्स, practice gratitude, and monitoring on emotions. These are the points. Okay. Negative and positive scripts. I can't do anything, that's negative one. Positive, everyone makes mistakes, the important thing is to learn with them. These are the few examples. I just want to quit, it's a negative one. I can keep trying until I get there. Success is about putting in the effort. So these are the few examples that I have put in the slide to understand that what is negative and positive script. These are few points of the 6 domains of resilience. Vision is important, composure is important, how you regulate your emotions, reasoning, problem solving, resourcefulness, having contacts with others, ask for the help, anticipate and plan, health point of view, physical health, nutrition, sleep and exercise, collaboration, support networks. So these are the 6 major domains of the resilience. You are okay with me and I'm not okay with me. These are the 4 quadrants of healthy or unhealthy positions. The one is I'm not okay, you are okay, that one down position. Suppose if I'm saying that I'm not able to understand myself, I'm not okay, but you are in a balanced state, that is one down position. I am okay, you are okay, that is completely a healthy position. And when you are able to achieve this position, when you have a better self-care, when you really understand yourself, and when you really care about the others as well, only then you can achieve this quadrant or this healthy position. I'm not okay, you are not okay is completely hopeless position. आई एम ओके, यू आर नॉट ओके, दिस इज वन अप पोजिशन कि मैं तो बैलेंस में हूं बट यू हैव सर्टेन इश्यूज. This is something which is very important. We can You can relate this slide with the self, that wise man lets go of all results, whether good or bad, and is focused on the actions alone. This is the quote that I have taken from the Bhagavad Gita, which is very, very important part of our life, that how we consider our outcome. Success, when we receive success, definitely we focus on, give credit to ourselves, we focus on self. But when there is a failure, we definitely blame the others person. Okay, so it is up to you that which element you are focusing on, and the better you focus on yourself, the better you can provide the care to others. So that is from my side, and thank you so much for thank you so much for giving this opportunity to share my ideas on this very special topic, how to be resilient and how we can take care of ourselves. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
If you
much, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Audience, if you have any question, you can post here in the comment box. Okay. So, ma'am, thank you so much. We appreciate the time and effort you have dedicated to us for preparing and delivering such a compelling speech. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much once again for your valuable contribution to our event. We are genuinely grateful for the expertise and enthusiasm you brought to this value added course, fifth module. We look forward to the possibility of working with you again in the future, ma'am. You enlightened us
Thank
with your valuable thoughts and creative strategies for practicing self care. We will implement this. Thank you so much, Chaya, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me and for giving me this opportunity for delivering a lecture on this very special topic of self. And thanks for the audience. Thank you so much.